Yo, what's up you guys? It's your boy Orion here, and today we're going to talk about Rainbow Six Siege and some tips I learned playing ranked for the very first time. Of course you all saw the thumbnail, that's why you're here. I'm a ranked noob. Year 7 Season 4 was the very first time I ever tried my hand at ranked. Before that, I played mostly quick play, some team deathmatch, and a little bit of unranked. Ranked is the real Siege experience, and I gotta say, that experience was brutal.
I don't understand, man.
You should aim a little up.
There, Orion's got it. Watch him. I should not have said anything.
Don't get me wrong, it had its moments.
Nice. Honest 15.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Construction door, we're not.
1 op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
But more often than not, it was more like this. Yellow stairs, buddy. Right on me, pushing, soulless. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why should I listen to a lowly silver? Well, I might not have gotten as high as I wanted to this season, but I think I'm a pretty smart guy. And more importantly, I'm new to the ranked experience in Siege. This means I bring a fresh perspective to an otherwise well-established game that I'm sure many of you might want to jump into. And so here are 5 things I learned playing ranked for the very first time, and I hope you can learn from me as you try and get into the game too. The first tip is this: be in the right mindset. Siege is a game that involves thinking. It's not really like Call of Duty or Halo, where you can kind of just turn your mind off and really just rely on your aim or your gamer reflexes. In ranked, you're trying to outplay, outthink, and outsmart your opponents. The stakes are high, the time seems to tick away quickly, and you're gonna make a lot of mistakes, which can be super demoralizing. You really can't go into ranked with the expectation that you're just gonna frag out and win all the time. Like I said, this isn't Call of Duty or Halo. A single mistake can turn the tide of a round very quickly and can be super costly. Instead, you gotta come into Siege with the right mindset. Be willing to learn. If you're new, take the time to learn the game and learn from your mistakes, which you will inevitably make. Use your deaths as an opportunity to figure out what you did wrong. How did the enemy take advantage of your mistake, and how to adjust for the next time. Siege has a steep learning curve, and if you're not willing to take the time to invest in learning the game, learning how operators work, learning their roles, learning from your own mistakes, you're just gonna end up getting frustrated and make even more mistakes. It's a vicious cycle and can put a lot of new players off. I'm guilty of this, but it's something I'm trying to change about myself. Having the right mindset makes all the difference when you're coming into a game like Rainbow Six Siege. Now here's the second tip. Communication is key. Siege is a team-based game, and so communication is absolutely necessary. See an enemy player coming down towards a teammate? Call it out. See the diffuser get dropped on a kill? Tell your team. Did a flanking enemy absolutely just wreck you? Is he getting mad? Call it out and tell your team where they're pushing from. Information is the most important currency in Siege. The more intel you have, the better you can react and respond to your situation. I found that unless I spoke up to my team and made callouts, Nobody else would. I'm not sure if this is sort of a low rank problem, but here's an opportunity for you to be the leader. Take initiative, make callouts, shout out to your teammates when they get a good kill. If they mess up or get smoked in a 1v2, hey, tell them good try. Positivity is contagious, and if you can take the lead in communicating for your team, the rest of them will follow suit.
You have such a small sliver of wall to hide behind.
The third tip that I have is this. Good positioning is just as important as good aim. Siege is right now in a gunfight meta, and so the best fraggers are usually the ones that win rounds. That being said, a player who has good positioning and good crosshair placement will likely win a gunfight more often than the guys quick peeking and swinging every corner they come across. Take time to learn the maps. Learn to hold good lines of sight, keep your crosshair at head level, and where you believe the enemy's coming from. If you do these things, more often than not, you're gonna win your 1v1s. The fourth tip I have for you is a pretty simple one. Play with friends. See, I made the mistake of playing the majority of my games solo in ranked. And guess what? I lost a lot more than I won when I was playing solo. This game really is best experienced with a 5 stack if at all possible, but if you don't have 5 like-minded friends to play with you, a duo or a trio is almost always better than solo. Having friends to play with you is automatically going to give you better callouts, planned strats, and better coordination. You might not win all the time, but losing seems to suck a whole lot less when you're having a good time with friends. Play off of each other, have your teammates bring the operators you need, and be willing to adjust and make changes to your lineup. If you play with friends, you're just going to go a lot further than if you did by yourself, and you're going to have a better time doing it. And finally, the last tip I have for you today is this. Remember, it's just a game. Of course we all want to be the best. We all want to be the top fragger and win every match. That's me. That's who I want to be. But hey, it's just not gonna happen. Rainbow Six Siege is a game that's been out for 8 years now, and that's not including alpha and beta testing. If you're new to Siege, and especially ranked, you have a steep learning curve to climb up, and you're gonna get stomped by people who've been playing this game for as long as it's been out. Just remember that. But don't let that discourage you. At the end of the day, it's just a game. And it's a game that, honestly, you could probably get pretty good at if you put the time and effort into it, just like anything else in life. That being said, if you're not having a good time, hop off and play something else. Take a break. The whole point of gaming is to have a good time. If you're miserable, you're not doing yourself or your teammates a favor at all. Ranked for me has been both a rewarding and honestly a painful experience. I've learned a lot, and I'm still trying to wrap my mind around a lot of things. When it's good, roll with it and enjoy. If it's not going so good, don't try to keep grinding away in hopes that it's going to get better. Sometimes it's just better to step away and come back when you're in the right mindset. I've found that when I don't care as much or when I'm in a better mood, I'm usually performing a lot better than I would if I was stressing myself out. It all goes back to the idea of having the right mindset. And there you have it. 5 things I learned as a ranked noob, and hopefully 5 tips that will help you improve your experience in Rainbow Six Siege and in the ranked game mode. I'm hoping that I can go a lot further next season and really improve on what I learned at the end of year 7 season 4. It's a whole new year and an exciting time for new players to join in, and a great time for returning players to hop back onto the game. And hey, if you're looking for more specific advice on how to be a better Siege player, like learning to improve your aim, dialing in your sensitivity, understanding operators, or learning how to attack and defend, and so on, I would suggest some Siege content creators like Atheno, Garfield is Doc, Pox on Locks, and Gregor. These guys are absolute beasts at Siege. and I really look up to them for specific tips and tricks videos on how to improve in different areas for myself. Check them out and let them know who sent you. Thanks again for watching. Let me know if you prefer this style of video and if there's any other Siege content you'd like to see on my channel. I really do appreciate your feedback in the comments, and I do my best to respond to each and every one of you. Keep up the support. I really appreciate all of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Orion, out.